Shabbat. Good morning, everyone. As this is our class, the last class before Pesach, I'd like to just share with you something very strange that says in the Parsha, in the Torah, Parshas Re'eh, about Pesach. It says, Sheishes Yomim Teichel Matzos, you should eat matzos for 6 days. Uvayom HaShvi, and the 7th day, Atzeres L'Hashem Elokecha, is a Yom Tov for Hashem, Le'sasem Malacha, you shouldn't do any work. So we have 3 questions here. Question number 1, this is a pasuk in the Torah. Why does it say 6 days? We know that Pesach is 7 days. So why is the Torah saying that you only should eat matzos for 6 days? Number 2, it says the 7th day is a holiday for Hashem. We know that there's another 2 holidays in the year that also is called Atzeres, Shavuos, and Shmini Atzeres, and it says over there, Atzeres Tiyeh Lachem, it's a holiday for you. And here it says it's a holiday for Hashem. And number 3, as you know the difference between Shabbos and Yom Tov, Shabbos you're not allowed to cook at all, period. You can't do any work. Why? Because it says in the Torah, Lo Saseh Melacha. What does Lo Saseh Melacha mean? Can't do any work. However, on Yom Tov, you could cook and do any work that has to do for food preparation. You could slaughter an animal, and you could salt it, and you could broil it, because anything that has to do with food, you could do. How do you know that on Yom Tov you could do that? Because it says, Lo Saseh Melechas Avodah. Don't do work of labor. On Shabbos it says don't do work, period. On the holiday it says Lo Saseh Melechas Avodah, don't do work of labor. So the sages have the right to define what labor is. And therefore they say, if it's work for food, it's permitted. If it's work for no food, just work, it's forbidden. So here the question is, how come on the 7th day of Pesach the Torah says don't do any work, period, like Shabbos? What do you mean? If it's a Yom Tov, you're allowed to cook for food, and here it sounds like you can't do any work, even cooking you can't do. So what is Shvi Shel Pesach, like Shabbos? So the answer is an interesting answer. What happened on Shvi Shel Pesach? On Shvi Shel Pesach is when the sea split. According to the Torah, the sea splitting wasn't a mechanical experience that the water split. The sea splitting was the revelation of all the hidden worlds became revealed. That God was revealed to the point, Ma'asherasa Shivcha Layom, a little maid, servant, going through this Red Sea, saw more godliness than Ezekiel, the son of Buzi, saw in his prophecy of Ezekiel, Yecheskel. So that means God was so revealed on the night of Shvi Shel Pesach, and every year when this happens, God is revealed. So the revelation of God is revealed on this special night. And therefore, since this special night God is revealed, therefore the Torah says that it's a holiday for Hashem. What do you mean a holiday for Hashem? On the day of Pesach, on the 7th day of Pesach, we reach such a level that our total devotion is to Hashem. We're not allowed to eat, we don't need to eat. We're on a level that we get our sustenance from God Himself. With the food that we have on the 7th day of Pesach is God. That's just like Moshe when he was on Mount Sinai. For 40 days and 40 nights he didn't eat, so how did he live? He was a human being. He wasn't an angel. He had a blood, he had a heart, he has oxygen, he had everything in his body. So why all of a sudden how did he survive? And the Torah says he survived from God's radiation. He had not a radiation of chemo, but a radiation of God. And that radiation infused him with life. The same thing when you get to the 7th day of Pesach. After going through the 6 days of Pesach, which matzah gives you the wisdom and the faith in Hashem and the healing. So then you reach the 7th day, that your sustenance and your infusion is from Hashem Himself. The revelation of the splitting of the sea. Therefore, you don't eat. So if you don't eat, so you're not allowed to cook. The only time you're allowed to cook on Yom Tov is if you're going to eat. But if you're not going to eat, you don't cook. So therefore the Torah says on the seventh day it's a holiday for Hashem, because it's a day that we're totally devoted to Hashem, and we don't need to cook because there's no food to eat. So Hashem should help that we should merit that this Pesach we should be able to see the revelation of Hashem not only splitting the Red Sea, but splitting the Euphrates River, which it says the river will be split in 7. When God split the Red Sea, He split it in 12. Each tribe went through his path. Ashkenazim went through theirs, the Sephardim went through theirs, the Yemenites went through theirs, the Persians went through a whole different path, and the Americans went through a different slow path, and so on. So everyone went through that path, but when Mashiach will come, it'll be split into 7, which represents the 3 fathers and the 4 mothers. So Hashem should help that this Pesach we should go through the Euphrates River and go to Eretz Yisrael with Mashiach Tzidkenu. Amen.
Amen.